week and has been voted the best sandwich shop by Fox 11 Television for 3 years in a row. Cavaretta's Deli in Canoga Park, the same owner, 28 years. Go to cavarettasdeli.com.
Welcome, everybody. Time again for the PM show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. What's up, guys?
Yay.
Hello. Happy
So what's
days.
new? Did any cruise ship sink?
No, but wait.
What?
Wait. I have an update. 2 people jumped off Carnival Cruise and they can't find them.
Are you kidding?
I swear.
Oh, my God.
They really wanted off that ship.
They don't know if they jumped or they were pushed, but 2 passengers, a couple.
And they cannot find them.
No.
Maybe the flies took them away.
They're probably big enough now.
That's not funny.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll tell you
God
this.
bless the poor people.
Carnival should, pack it in.
They got to change that name. You know, they got to rebrand themselves.
There's nothing fun about this cruise line.
The voice
No.
of Will Link, of course, with our link to the movies coming up. Will, what are we talking about this week?
Well, old sport, we're going to be talking about The Great Gatsby.
He's in character.
It's Gatsby.
All I need to do is give you a pipe.
Hey, and Larry, who do we have on today?
Oh, man, we got one of the best actors out there, and that's not only my opinion. He is just, I think, one of the best. And when I say one, maybe there's one other besides him that are my favorite. And that's the great Dennis Farina. He's just a terrific character.
And he's
actor.
pretty cute, too.
Yeah, Nancy loves him.
I
We
do.
love him.
Hi, Cahill. Hi, Cece.
My favorite line that Dennis Farina ever read was in Goodfellas. Now go home and get your bleeping shine box.
He wasn't in
He wasn't in
Wasn't in
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
So let's start right from the beginning. And let's say, all right,
sorry.
moron 1, let me talk to
a moron
moron 2.
two.
Now,
I
that's a
remember-
Dennis Farina line.
That's a Dennis
Yeah.
Farina.
And whenever he pops up in anything that I'm
Dennis
watching,
Farina
he
was
popped
not
up
in
in
Goodfellas, yes.
an episode of New Girl I was watching the other night. He's always fantastic.
Oh, he's
Oh, yeah.
terrific.
Well,
He's
he-
terrific.
Yeah.
That's right. I think that's recent, right?
Yeah, he played one of the characters' fathers on the show. A great guy. Like, he was like a gambler, and he was like a father who was never really around, but he was good. He was great.
Well, he's got reoccurring in that, so it's nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Yeah.
we established that before Dennis Farina actually came on the show.
yeah, he would have punched
Well,
the
he's
lights
not
out.
going to talk to you now, Eric.
I must have been thinking about Hardcastle and McCormick.
And he did Buddy Farrell, which was a great show.
Fantastic.
Absolutely,
And then he did
And, of course, he did Luck with
Dustin
Dustin
Hoffman,
Hoffman.
Nick Nolte.
Well, see,
Yeah.
now I got to
Many,
find out
many,
who actually
many
did
things.
that line.
And
We
Crime
don't care.
Story. Crime
Oh, thank
Stories.
you.
Crime Stories,
I
absolutely.
think that might have been Frank Vincent you're
I
thinking
was
of.
just Frank Vincent.
I
maybe
think you're
so.
thinking of Frank
And
Vincent.
also,
Saving
of
Private
course,
Ryan.
What? You know
Of
what? You've been on
course.
the Robert Conrad show too long because I think the air in the studio when he's there has fermented your brain.
It is a little warm in here, I'll tell you.
okay.
Oh, gosh.
also everyone remembers Dennis from Law and Order. And here's a little,
yeah.
a little factoid. Dennis Farina was the only actor to ever be on Law and Order that was actually in law enforcement.
And
Oh.
was he in law enforcement? You know, he started off.
Yes, he
before
was in law. You, of all people, should know that.
Yeah, it's true. But he was a policeman for many years.
In Chicago.
And he paid his dues as an actor. We're going to get into it about how he started, his acting, his plays. And hopefully when we come back, folks, we'll have Rico. That's his nickname.
That's right. And he's a heck of a singer, too.
Guys, stick around. The legendary Dennis Farina coming up right after these messages right here on the PM show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. Guys, stop. You're making me blush here.
You should be.
Hi, folks. This is Larry Manetti. And many of you out there suffer from skin problems. Well, I've been telling you for months how to solve that problem. It's called Herpanicin. It's the most unique and effective formula on the market. It cleans your skin from the inside out. It gets rid of all kinds of acne on your back, your neck, your face, so you can feel and you could look like a movie star. Herpantocin is a natural supplement. It was created by Dr. Wayne Diamond and his staff, and trust me, this really works. I've been on these supplements for over a year now and never had a problem. There is no reason in the world to wake up and be afraid to look in the mirror. You trust Larry. Just try it. Call 888-467-4200. 888-467-4200.
Don't let the sunshine fall from the sky. Just find the sunshine in your own eyes. You're a lollipop, no second prize. An apple somewhere in somebody's eyes.
Our engineer is on grass.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the PM show.
Wampum weedy.
That's the theme from New Girl.
A lovely Zoe Deschanel.
Ah,
No, he was in there rocking and rolling. So we've got Dennis Farina. Rico, are you on?
Who is this?
Only you. Moron 1. Give me Moron 2.
Hi, Dennis.
Hello, Nancy. How are you?
Well, I'm toughing it out sitting here next to Larry.
So, Dennis,
I know.
say hello to
I know.
Will Link. He's our commentator for movies.
Hello?
Hey, Dennis, how's it going?
And
I'm
to
fine. How are you?
Good.
And Eric, who
And Eric.
seems to get his
just
Fine.
call me more on number 2
yeah,
today.
all right, too. We don't want to go in.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So, Dennis, thank you. It's a privilege to have you on the air.
Oh, Larry, you know, anytime for you.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. I mean, but you know,
You're my pal.
but the thing is aside from being a pal, you know, I'm a great fan of yours, and I think that a lot of people don't realize how hard you worked and how
He still works.
You strived to become such a good actor that you are, and how you started in all the plays that you did in Chicago, and you started off. Boy, nobody gave you a thing. There was no free lunches. So.
Well, I was very fortunate along the way to meet some very, very nice people who really kind of took a chance with me, you know, because I had no experience about acting or
Well, you
or
wait a
being
minute.
in movies or anything, but
you had
but
done
they were
plays.
very nice. Well, I did plays, but you know, before I did anything, I did nothing. You know,
Oh, wow.
so there was some people who were very, very nice to me all
Who?
along the way.
Who do you think gave you the big push? Was it Mann?
Well, Michael Mann certainly,
Yeah.
you know,
That was Crime
helped.
Stories.
tremendously. Well, we did a movie called Thief
Right.
years ago with James Caan
All right.
and Tuesday Well and Willie Nelson, and Michael directed it. And I got to know Michael through some mutual friends that were in Chicago, and he put me in that film. And then I started meeting people in Chicago who were doing stage work. You know, the people from Victory Garden and Steppenwolf and a bunch of other places who were very, very nice to me, very understanding, and very patient.
So that's how it started. So I didn't know that. So I had it backwards. Thief came first before stage.
Oh yeah, Thief was the first thing I ever did.
That's really cool. So how did Crime Stories come about? Was it through the same channels?
Well, yes. Well, Crime Story was much later. You know, it was about 4 or 5 years later.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, because they were developing it and you know, writing the scripts for it, and I really wasn't sure that I was going to be in it at all. And then finally, one day, Michael called and said, "We're going to do Crime Story," and I want you to be in it. And our mutual friend, Charlie Addison, was his co-creator and co-writer. So
That was a wonderful series.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to do.
Well, let's bounce. Will Link is here, and he's a maven with movies, and he's got a couple of questions for you.
Well, one thing I wanted to say, two of my favorite parts of yours, and I think of a lot of people, are Midnight Run and Get Shorty. And the thing about both those parts, you're a master at insults and kind of an artist with profanity, especially in Get Shorty. I wondered how much of that, how much real life experience do you have having to dole out insults and things like that? Was that how do you get that skill?
Well, I've been insulted my whole life.
I think Dennis practices on Larry.
Yeah. Larry was my sounding board for a lot of stuff.
Well, it's a good thing, though. I like that.
A lot of it was scripted. A lot of it with both of those movies where both directors gave us, not only myself but everybody in the movie, some freedom with the language, and if we can come up with something, and he thought he could use it or that it would fit into the film without taking away from story or structure or circumstance, he would use it.
I remember when you threw Gene Hackman across the room, and he ain't no little guy.
Yeah, I was a little scared because he's a pretty formidable guy. He's a very nice man, and we discussed it. And he said, "Oh, don't worry about." I said, "Jesus, I don't want to be." I had to hit him with a phone.
Yeah.
And I was afraid. I didn't want to get too close, but he said, "Get as close as you can. Don't worry about it." And he just gave me a lot of freedom to do whatever we had to do, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun working.
Another film that I absolutely adored was Manhunter, and you were the first person to play Jack Crawford in one of the Hannibal Lecter films called Manhunter.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal.
Eric?
Yeah, that was Michael Mann's film, too.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, Michael directed.
I did not know that.
Dennis, for a lot of our listeners out there, they're probably not aware. You spent 18 years on the Chicago PD as a beat cop. I mean, you really worked your butt off, paying your dues. What finally, drove you to acting? Was there a film you saw, or was there a buddy that kind of told you about it?
He couldn't shoot straight.
No, it was a set of circumstances. I really had no plan or anything. I was afforded this opportunity, and I thought I should take advantage of the opportunity and to see what I could do with it.
Wow!
And I didn't leave right away. I took a couple of leaves of absences because I didn't know what was going to happen, and I wanted a job to go back to. I had people to take care of, and I wanted to make sure that I had somewhere to go. But then, when Crime Story hit, and then I think Midnight Run hit, and a few other things. So then it
just picked up from there.
I thought, well, I'll stick around.
Absolutely. Well, glad you did.
Well, can you stick around for us? We got to go for a commercial.
For you, Nancy, I'll stick around. For Larry,
love you, mean it.
We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Hold on, Dennis.
Attention business owners, if your company is having trouble paying its bills, there are many ways your creditors can hurt you. They start by calling you at work, then at home. Then they call other family members that guaranteed payment. They can sue you, take your assets, freeze your bank accounts, and threaten your very way of life. If you don't handle these matters properly, you could lose everything. The good news is that you don't have to live like this anymore. Corporate Turnaround has helped thousands of small business owners reduce their debts and buy them the time they needed to pay their creditors. Rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau, Corporate Turnaround will immediately go to work handling your most difficult debts and keep your creditors from putting you out of business. The call is free and so is our consultation. That's right, we'll provide you with expert advice right now absolutely for free as part of this special radio promotion. Visit us now at profitfromdebt.com or call 1-800-505-3894. 1-800-505-3894. 1-800-505-3894.
At Hotels.com, we've got thousands of deals for every occasion. Father's Day? We've got a deal that day. Earth Day? Hotels.com has you covered. Your mom's dog's cousin's birthday? Chances are we've got a deal that day too. But we'll check with legal. And low prices, we've always got those. Because Hotels.com is always making sure we've got the best deals for you every day.
And now through May 20th, save up to 30% on your favorite San Francisco hotels. Book now only at Hotels.com, finding you the perfect place at the perfect price.
Jay Farner here from Quicken Loans. We get a lot of tweets from folks that sound just like this. Jay, I bought my home in 2007. Since then, it's gone down in value. Now I owe more on my mortgage than my home is worth. Can I refinance? The answer may very well be yes. Recently, the government announced changes that may allow folks to refinance even if their home has lost value. For example, if you owe $300,000 on your mortgage, but your home's only worth $150,000, Quicken Loans may still be able to help you. Or if your current mortgage rate is higher than 3.99%, you've got to give us a call today at 800-QUICKEN. And for 3 years in a row now, J.D. Power & Associates has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. So, if your current mortgage is higher than 3.99%, or if you owe more than your home is worth, call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com.
For J.D. Power & Associates award information, visit jdpower.com. Important terms and conditions apply. Calls for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
Life is extraordinary, and since 1935, GNC has offered everything you need to achieve your goals. From our more than 30 customized VitaPack programs to a full array of sports nutrition products. Become a GNC VIP by joining our new Member Price program. Join for free and start saving up to 50% off every item every day. Invest in your health now, and you'll profit for life. Let our experts get you started today. Every day counts. Respect yourself. GNC. Live well.
Welcome back, everybody. It is the PM Show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. On the line right now, Dennis Farina. Now, Larry, it sounds to me like you might actually know Dennis on the outs.
On the outs?
On the outside world, aside from just this radio interview.
What are we, Martians?
You guys sound like your buddies.
We breathe the same air, and we put our pants on the same way.
Okay, thank you.
But, we are dear, dear friends. And, Dennis, I got to ask this question. They got a bunch of questions for you. But when you did Buddy Farrell and when you did the other television series, including Law & Order, you instrumented your character with gorgeous clothes and a great style. And I even remember when you were at Fontana, you pulled a wad of money out that could have choked a horse. Actually, it might have been part of the scene. But I compliment you because it really, really made it. And when you did Buddy Farrell, you were instrumental in that cool T-Bird, the Dean Martin thing. I mean,
that's because he is cool.
That's because you are Rico.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. But I think that's all. I think as actors, Larry, that it's those little things that bring a character to life.
Yeah, right.
Otherwise you're just, you might wind up being just another boring person.
You're a blob.
But if you're someone who, if you're someone who walks around with a, big roll of cash, or has a certain kind of car, or dresses a certain way, or talks at a certain cadence.
But you made,
people remember that.
Yeah, but you made the Law and Order character totally, totally different. I mean, it was like it was almost like you came from the Chicago Police Department and came over there.
Well, that was the story. The storyline is that for some reason or another, which we never explained, which was fine with me, I went from